Hey everyone, today I want to talk about two ideas that I have for two different lotteries, but it's going to be like a national lottery. Um, and it's going to be all qualifying states, like any states out there that have a lottery or they're fixing to get a lottery. They can be a part of this. These lottery plans. I think this would be a great idea instead of these lotteries being used for the schools or the general funds. I think it would be wonderful if we actually started thinking about our own retirement and our own medical situations. Okay. Um, as we all know, as of right now, we do not have what I refer to as true universal health care. Back in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, there was a movement to try to get us that, but it failed. And instead, we eventually ended up what is known as Obamacare, which is a half attempt at it. And although it may be good for some, uh, the uh, system as a whole, pretty much, in my opinion, is a failure. It tripled and quadrupled prices for many individuals out there. For instance, a policy that used to cost somebody, say, $200 a month now could cost up to $800 a month, depending on the policy and the individual and all that. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. Um, so I just, it's outrageous. So I propose something that would help alleviate that. Um, this is going to be called a supplemental insurance, but it can be used instead of insurance, especially if you're a poor person like myself, and you don't have insurance. You can use this instead, and at least it might not pay for everything, but at least it will get you in the door and keep you from being refused medical help. And also, it would pay a good majority of your medical costs. Okay. So that would be a huge help for people. Okay. But if you've already got insurance and it only pays a certain amount, then this insurance can kick in and pay the same type of percentages on the remainder of your medical bills. Okay. So that would be a huge help. So it could end up something that might would have costed you, you know, thousands of dollars might can get knocked down to hundreds of dollars instead, or nothing. You know what I mean? So it just depends on what your medical bill is and your initial insurance, and then this insurance being combined on that and all that. Okay. All right. So, like I said, let's go ahead and do the what I call the supplemental health care lottery. Under this policy, of course, the ticket uh, for this lottery would be like a $2 per play type of deal, and of course, they can do their add-ons and all that like they do with other lotteries out there. And people can pay more for those, extra plays or whatever. But on average, and if you just pick the one single thing, then it would be $2 per play, okay, per drawing or whatever, okay. All right, and of course the payout on this would not be as big as the average lottery out there. Maybe the set bottom of it could be like 2 million, and then it can kind of slowly work its way up. That way the majority of the money would actually go towards the health care part of everything, but yet still you have that chance of winning that 2 million or whatever it ends up being by the time somebody wins. Okay. So, it's like it's got its pros and cons and everything. But anyway, having said that, okay, and of course, in order to use this, you need to be a U.S. citizen and you have to be 21 years and older. Um, because normally for people 20 years and younger, they're either covered under their parents' policies, or they've got maybe some type of federal help with their medical stuff and all that. And I know there's programs for children and all that who underprivileged or whatever. So, but in order to use this, because you're going to have to go to a website and sign up on it. So it's just for grown individuals who were 21 years and older. Okay. Now, later on, there can be another thing. Like if the current system is not working for the younger people, if they determine that, then maybe they can do another lottery for the younger people. But as of right now, this is for those of us who are 21 years and older who end up maybe being poor, or you just want extra insurance. Okay. All right. So, like I said, you must be a U.S. citizen and you have to be 21 years and or older, and you must go to the website and sign up on it. Like it's not automatic, and you have to be from a qualifying state. Like if your state doesn't have the lottery, then you can't do it. So your state has to have a lottery and it has to participate in this in order for you to be able to qualify and to use it. Okay. All right. So under this plan, it will pay for up to 4 doctor visits a year. Unless you use your other insurance to pay for your other doctor visits and everything, and then maybe you've run out on your other insurance, well, then this can kick in and it will pay up to 4 doctor visits. Okay. All right. And it will pay for like 80% on any of your medical tests that doctor has to run, up to $5,000 within a year. So it can't exceed like the whole 5,000. The test can't be over that per year. Okay. But if they do end up being over 5,000, then it will pay 50% as long as it doesn't go over 20,000 per year. Okay. But then once it reaches over 20,000, then it will pay 20% as long as it doesn't go over 100,000 a year. Okay. And then anything over 100,000 up to 200,000, it will only pay 5% per year. Okay. So that's how that will work. But normally, when you just go to your doctor, unless you've got something seriously wrong with you, your tests are not really going to be that much. Uh, but still, just to cover all bases, that's how it's going to be. Just in case you do find out that you've got something seriously wrong, and then the doctor has to run all these tests and everything. So it's nice to know that you would have that. And if your other insurance pays for a majority of that, then this insurance can kick in wherever that one leaves off and still pays the same amount of percentages on whatever's remaining of the bill. Okay. All right. Also, it will pay for 1 teeth cleaning per year when you go to the dentist. Okay. So that would be a good thing. And also, it will pay up to $500 on any dental procedure that you have. So let's say you need to have some teeth pulled or whatever, it will pay 500 of that, okay, per year. Okay, also, let's say like if you want braces or whatever, like I said, it will pay up to $500 on your braces, okay? And then you can either, your other insurance can pay the rest, or you can work out a deal with your dentist to pay in payments, however you want to do it, okay? All right. And as for let's see, ER visits, it will pay 80% for 2 ER visits a year of all your medical costs, but they can't exceed 5,000 per visit. So you get two ER visits within a year, and as long as each visit doesn't go over 5,000, this would pay 80% of that. Or if your other insurance pays whatever, then whatever the remainder is, then it will pay 80% of that. Okay, however that works. Okay. As far as overnight stays in the hospital, if you have to end up staying overnight or whatever, it will pay 65% of your medical bill as long as it doesn't exceed 25,000 per year, or it doesn't exceed a 6-day stay. So, like, if you don't stay any more than 6 days, it will pay 65% of your hospital bill, or if up to 25,000 per year. Okay, so whichever comes first, all right? Also, when it comes to your eye exams, it will pay for one eye exam every 2 years. Okay, and it will pay for one pair of glasses for every 2 years, but it cannot exceed $400. That includes your eye exam. So between your eye exam and the glasses, the total cannot be over $400. Okay, and that's every 2 years. Okay, all right, and if you have to go to a specialist of any kind, for anything, then it will pay 40% of the visit to a specialist, and it can't exceed $5,000 per year. So anything over that, then you would be responsible for, or whatever, or whoever does this could, do whatever to the plan, change it or whatever. But under my proposal, it would just be 40% up to 5,000. Okay. All right. So that's basically what that one is about. All right. For the retirement plan, okay, of course, it would be the same way as the other lottery. It would not be like a big, huge jackpot starting out. It would be like maybe 2 million or whatever, and it would work its way up, what have you. And of course, the ticket would be $2 per play, and then whatever add-ons they would do. Okay. And of course, again, you have to be a U.S. citizen, and you have to be 21 years or older in order to sign up for this retirement plan. Okay. And you have some choices. Okay. And you can only change one once. Like, if you pick any choice, all right, you can only change it one more time during the whole time that you're signed up. So whatever your second choice ends up being, that's going to be your permanent choice. So choose wisely. Okay. All right, under this plan, you can either do the 10-year plan, the 20-year plan, or the 25-year plan. Okay. And under the 10-year plan, it starts out paying, this is a supplemental. Okay. So, I mean, if you're poor and you're okay with just drawing $500 a month, then this would be, perfect for you. And also, if you just wanted to, if you want to draw Social Security, or if you want to do something else and you want to start out, and you want to have an extra $500 a month, this would be great for you as well. But under the 10-year plan, like I said, it starts out with $500 a month. Okay. And you can start collecting 10 years from the date that you sign up. Okay. So you sign up, and then 10 years later from that date, then you will qualify to start receiving a $500 a month check from this lottery. Okay. And from this plan. Okay. Or you could choose the 20-year plan. Okay. Under the 20-year plan, you will start drawing $800 a month, 20 years from the day that you sign up on the plan. Okay. Then there's the 25-year plan. And under the 25-year plan, you will collect $950 a month, 25 years from the day that you sign up. Okay, that's when you can use that plan. All right, so that's not too bad. And especially if you draw, Social Security or something else, this would be an awesome thing to add on. And again, you have to sign up for it. It's not automatic. It's not a given. You have to be from a qualifying state and you have to sign up for it. Okay. All right. And you will be responsible for the tax. Like you can do like under a lot of things where you can have the taxes taken from your check automatically before you get the money, or you can elect to pay for that yourself when you do your income taxes and whatever. And of course, just like with Social Security, when you die, either the state can report your death to this company. Maybe there could be like a database to where any deaths get reported. Or the family members can call and say, hey, my Uncle Joe died, blah, blah, blah. And as long as they got proof, death certificate, all that stuff, then boom, then it stops. Like this does not get passed down to other family members, heirs, whatever. This stops when you die. So even if you sign up for it and like the 10-year plan and you start collecting it and then a year later you die, then that's it. Like that's the end of the plan. Okay. That's how it works. Just the same as Social Security and all that. No one is allowed to collect the money after you die. Uh, any new checks that are sent out after your death have to be given back. Okay. So they cannot be cashed or whatever. Okay. So that's how that would be. Personally, I think these are pretty good ideas, even if I did come up with them myself. And I know I'm just dreaming here, but I just thought I would kind of throw these ideas out there and see what other people think. And I'll try to pass these along to political individuals and just see if anyone would be interested in trying to do something like this, because something needs to be done. There's too many of us poor people out there and too many people worried about their future, worried about their medical situations and all that. You can't even get medical treatment or you're afraid to go because you know that they're not going to do anything for you because you don't have insurance, or you'll get sued or whatever. And then also, your future, like if you're tired of working somewhere, let's just say you work in a really bad place and you can't wait to retire. Well, you can set this up to where you can retire in 10 years, even though you're only going to get $500 a month from this. But at least it would help you, and maybe you can just get a part-time job or whatever until you do get old enough to collect Social Security. So you don't even have to be actual retirement age to start collecting this. If you say, like if you're 21 and you pick the 10-year plan, well then you're 31. When you turn 31, you can start collecting this money. Okay, so that would be awesome. So yeah. But anyway, what do you guys think about this? Talk to you guys later. Bye.